Hi everyone, Jag. I just wanted to create this video to just take you back to that moment which made a bigger impact in my life last year. So I was at Tony Robbins' Life and Wealth Mastery program in Fiji with my wife. So one of the exercises are part of the entire seminar. One of the exercises we did was we had to actually climb a pole. So the pole was about 4-story high or 3-story high pole, which we have to climb. So it was an electricity pole, timber pole, you can think of that is, so I had to actually climb up and stand up on the pole and jump, right? So we had a trapeze there, which we could catch, or if we wanted to catch, we can jump on toward the trapeze and catch that trapeze and come out of that. So I want to share that experience, what happened to me when we did that exercise and how that made me think in a way that I've never thought of my life before. So part of that was we were in a group of 90 people in there, and we had to climb that pole. So the exercise was we have our rope tied to the back and climb up. So when it happened to me was I actually tied the rope. I mean, they help us tie the rope at the back, and I had to start climbing. So the moment I started climbing, I was pretty quick at that. So I was just climbing the rope one by one, climbing the pole one by one, going up and up. So about 2 to 3 steps before I can get onto the top of the pole, I froze. I froze for good 30 seconds to a minute there, or probably like 5 minutes, I would say. I absolutely froze. I didn't take any step at all, and it was quite high. And I was thinking, I'm not afraid of heights. I knew that there is a rope tied to my back that I wouldn't actually fall and I wouldn't hurt myself. So that was given. My intellectual mind knew that there is a rope at the back, and it makes sure that I'll be safe and I'll be landed safely whenever I fall from there. But the fear of going up after that, I couldn't do it. I just absolutely froze. But what happened is the coaches down there were pretty good and very helpful. Les, one of the coaches, Les said to me, Jag, you can do it. I've actually taken one more step, and on the top you can think of that the diameter of that pole was just this much, and I had to put my 1 foot up without holding to anything. There wasn't anything up there, so I had to put my 1 foot up and try to balance on 1 foot and then try to put my 2nd foot on top of that. So the only space I had was on top of the diameter where I could actually stand 1 foot first and then balance that foot and then stand up on the 2nd foot. So that took me about 10 minutes to do that, and I couldn't actually move. And I could see the trapeze there. That was just like a jump away from me. If that was on the ground, I would have jumped and caught it. But because that was quite high and I didn't end up jumping, I just jumped down without catching my trapeze. So when I came down, Les, one of the coaches there, said to me, Jag, do you do this in your life as well? I said, what do you mean by that? Do I do that in my life? He said, is this your pattern in life? And I didn't understand that. I was like, what do you mean by pattern in my life? He goes, how you do anything, how you do everything in life. So he said, look back in your life and go back to your past and go back in your life where you knew you need to do something and you didn't do it because you were afraid. And that was life-changing moment for me, because in my life I knew what are the things I need to do it, but somehow I didn't take action. Sometime I was afraid, sometime fear of failure come in, sometime I just got lazy, but I knew what I need to do. So in that example, I knew what I need to do. I need to just go up. My intellectual mind knew what I need to do. So I was just going up and up and up and stand up on that pole and catch my trapeze, come down. That was the game, right? So, but I knew that intellectually, but I didn't do it. And I was afraid. Even though my intellectual mind knew that, I had a rope on my back which could catch me. I wouldn't actually fall, I wouldn't hurt myself. So the biggest lesson for me while I was there was I knew what I need to do and I didn't participate into it. So I took care of that when I came back, that for this year I knew what I need to do. So I knew I have to get the fear of speaking in front of the camera. So I knew that. I knew I want to do the video. So I've been thinking of doing this from last couple of years. So I knew what I need to do, but I didn't end up doing it. So you go back and look in your life as well, what you've been postponing for the fear or for the sake of what other people will say. You know that. I knew it, what I need to do. You know that what you need to do. You know that what action you need to take. You know that I need to do this to change my life. But you don't take that action because either you're afraid, either you know what, you think what people will say. There's always something, you have an excuse. So what I thought when I came back, so this camera is my trapeze. This was my trapeze. And I wrote it. I looked at my diary this morning again and I found out this is what I wrote 6 months ago, that I have to conquer this. And what I did was I came back, practice and practice and practice and practice, so that I feel so natural when I speak in front of the camera that I actually get out of that fear. So this is a lesson which I came out of that Life and Wealth Mastery program from Tony Robbins. If you haven't attended that, I'll highly recommend it. Go and attend that, be part of that, and see how you feel. I can certainly say this is going to have a major impact on your body and major impact to your mindset. I changed my mindset about food after coming from Life and Wealth Mastery program. I didn't look at the food the way I looked at it before that. So this is a lesson I just wanted to share with everyone. This is what happened to me, how I conquered my trapeze. So unless you conquer your trapeze, nobody else is going to do it on your behalf. So go and catch it. You know what you need to do. You know that. So take that step. And I'm sure once you take it, the satisfaction, the fulfillment you're going to get out of that will be totally different than what you've been postponing it for so long. So take that action. Thank you for watching, and if you like it, please leave your comments below, and I just would try my best to respond back. Thank you for watching once again.